Hello, welcome to Emma Finds. In this video, we're going to look at BA Club Europe. Is it worth it? Let's find out. We start in the lounge, as I didn't film the security. This is the BA North Lounge, and as you can see, it's quite big. I believe the South Lounge is bigger, but we didn't get a chance to go and have a look. Some lovely coffee. You can see he's already started on the breakfast. And despite it being sunrise, a cheeky glass of pink Prosecco. This room's quite nice. It's separate from the other room, which has the food in, so it's a little bit quieter. I didn't feel like it was too busy at all. Here is the food that was available. It was breakfast time and it was actually really tasty. Can't complain. I didn't have a full English, but the partner did. It was nice. There was a lot of variety, and like I say, you can see here it's a bit busier by this point when I was filming, but there's some fruit, there's yogurt, there's cereal, honey, maple syrup. This is where the cereal is, some granola, there's water, fruit, more fruit there. You can see there again it's repeated, and there's some bread and cheese, ham, pastries around the other side. So yeah, there's definitely more than enough in the lounge to fill you up. Bear in mind this is an early flight and you do get a meal on the flight, so I did end up having 2 breakfasts today. Here is part of the drinks, self-service drinks, some Prosecco, pink Prosecco. And as I go kind of around here, you can see different seating options. The staff are working really hard to keep it tidy. There's other drinks options there. And around here, there was a bar. And actually, if you asked the staff, they would get you a glass of champagne. Just there is where the bar is. And another self-service. It's another self-service with spirits. This is the seat on our A320 Nero. It's a newer plane, and it had the USB-C and USB-A charging ports there, which was helpful. It was a fairly busy business class on the way to Florence. They gave out water before departure, which was nice. So this is kind of a brief kind of what we might have spent on the fast track food and drinks. It does come to £160, so £80 each. I'm going to come to what these cost at the end, but this was for the one way from London to Florence. I think we got quite good value out of this, and I'll now move into Florence. So this is the lounge at Florence. It's a lot smaller. It's a small airport. People have moaned but there isn't space. We managed to find a couple of seats. There was space in this little alcove area as well, which was quite nice. Actually, a little bit brighter. I kind of wish we would have sat in there. But it was good enough to get out of the kind of at the main terminal. And there was toilets. There was a self-service bar for wine. There was Prosecco, there was tea, coffee. There was a nice selection of breakfast food when we first arrived. And then there was also some lunch options that came out whilst we were there. Big fridge full of soft drinks and yogurts and other little snacks. I'll show you what's going on in a minute. There's some sandwiches. There was a couple of types of pasta. I did try those. They were really nice. And some potatoes and meat. I think it was pork. I didn't try that. And then this was like the entryway. So I think this is the bit where people think it gets very crowded, because it does if you don't move past there. But it was a decent enough lounge. And then we go onto the plane where we had a lovely meal. Andy had pasta and I had prawns, and it was like a Thai red curry. It was really nice. Probably the best plane meal I've had. So we kind of worked out the costings on this one as well, and worked out to about £96. I have been quite I've been quite conservative, on that. But the flights would have cost £658 economy, and £1,267 for BA business class. So they were quite expensive. We got them for 82,500 Avios, which works out about £1.30 per Avios. So that is quite good value. Usually people like to work it out on if you're getting a pound. So I think that was quite good value. For us, it definitely felt like it was worth it because of the high cost of those flights. As ever, please subscribe, like, comment, and feel free to ask any questions about this trip or any other video. Thank you for watching. See you soon.